I was labeled, I was nicknamed, I was mocked, I was ridiculed, but I was not daunted in any way, except the indisciplined ones, yes. And teachers were all equally indisciplined. We also went to buy, let's say, Indian hemp, or you find him drunk.
Which year group did you find most challenging?
They were not allowed. They couldn't even sleep in the dormitory. You have to go and sleep somewhere. If you can't, they will punish you. They also have to. They should also be allowed to live the life that their seniors live. The 2-year groups that did extremely well. KB, no, KB doesn't like. If KB gets you for a considerable number of years, continuing, I was always invited to the matriculation ceremony of Ghana University of Science and Technology, because we were rated among the 25 top schools which got admission. They said they dare not. They themselves to me, and past students, so we said we dare not.
You were known to be using such big words, funny words during assembly. Why those words? Was that the lighter side of it? Did you ever stop to think what effect your harsh words were going to have been on the psychology of students? Because they say you sometimes use some harsh words on the student. Did you leave Ghana National College on a good note?
I did, and I'm happy that I've left a legacy. Act of brutality, where a student, before he left school, was going blind. And that was the first week I took over the administration. It happened the very week. And students running away to town, birthday parties, getting intoxicated, and coming back to school around 2 a.m. You see, we had another student who was brutalized by some students, where he lost consciousness, and from 11 to 5 a.m. before medical staff, doctors and nurses could revive the student.
Okay. You remember any of the troublesome students and their nicknames that really troubled you?
Attributing some supernatural powers. Sometimes I entered the dormitory without them knowing, seeing me, even classroom, and listen. Don't let anybody right. I also want to have my hair cut within certain periods of time. It was a question of my assistant headmaster, was Mr. James was Ampa, who they claimed was the senior when he was my senior in school. So they did not understand why I should be the headmaster and he should be the assistant to be taking instructions from me. This dirty tactics, I call it dirty tactics. In other words, a decorated donkey is still an ass. All students' problem with me was this and nothing else. They can't deny it. If they are honest, if they are sincere, if they have conscience, they will admit that this was all they were aiming at. So
do you ever wish to go back to the school and head it?
Well, Ghana National College was at its best in discipline and outmatched even the so-called B schools, the traditional schools, and their heads admired me for the change. And that they claimed that 570 students got F. It's not true. It's not true. Absolutely, it is a blatant lie. The committee felt that we have to apply the rules because signing the bond means the further breach of school discipline. You see, should see you either withdraw or dismiss from the school.
Education without character, without morality. If you say the predatory nature of KB. So they didn't know when I was handling them, they didn't know when I appear on the scene. They have killed him. They have killed him. You have the power to kill. After I've killed them, exercise and listen. I know how my Ghana National College is. You know what Ghana National is lost with my early. Oh, when they know they will not. They don't go and answer for the head of money. scandalized it, they calumniated me, I blew mine. I said, it's only God, I'll be vindicated one day. And I'll be vindicated. Meanwhile, all the time you were coming for meetings and all those things. You see me and you oh, not then you are saying that should be national president. You shouldn't even take sides. You shouldn't say you emphatically that it is not what they did. That gives me away from Ghana National College. What I call unholy triumvirate. Oh, he was a cook. Police lawyers were saying, what are you doing? Stop this behavior. They said, oh, no, I'm a banda. One of them replied that you also in common with a banda, but that is not what banda is. The largest library for second class in the whole of Ghana. That is irreparable damage to the college, not the headmaster of it. Ghana National College name cannot be left out in the issue of Ghana when you talk about independence. St. Augustine's College write their history at the point to write about Ghana National College before they continue again.